Good evening, class 6. Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm also fine. Adyakshin and Harshit, put on your cameras, please. Harshit, you are joined from two different devices.
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Ma'am, actually, in my laptop, the sound is not that much. The sound is not working.
Okay, so you won't be able to see the image on the phone, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you just give me an idea of how many more students to join?
Ma'am?
How many more students to join?
Ma'am, only one.
Okay. Who is left? Name?
Bhavesh.
Hmm?
Bhavesh.
Okay. Let's wait for 1 more minute. We're going to start a new chapter today. Changes around us. Okay. Harshit and Adakshi, please put on your cameras.
Ma'am, my camera is not working.
Okay. Don't turn it off, turn it on, please. You know, when the screen looks full of pretty faces, it feels nice to interact, isn't it? Okay, so let's begin with our chapter Changes Around Us. Look look into your surrounding, everyone. What changes are you observing? What are the changes that you're observing in your surrounding right now? Quickly tell me.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
the rotation of the fan.
Good evening, Bhavesh.
Good evening, ma'am.
How are you?
Fine, ma'am.
Okay. Bhavesh, we have just begun a new chapter, Changes Around Us. Okay. Rest of you, please come on the cameras. Don't turn them off. Turn it on quickly. Look at your surrounding. What changes are you observing right now?
Ma'am, the rotation of the fan.
Good.
Ma'am, sunset.
Good. More. Any other? Harshit? Neha? Okay, Neha, I've told already. Harshit and Adyakshin.
I'm blowing air.
Blowing air because fan is running. Okay. Books. Are books change? Or you mean you are turning the pages as a change? I'm speaking. You people are also speaking. We are using, the our breath, our air. We are inhaling and exhaling and also passing it through our vocal cords. Is it a change?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. Now we have to discuss about the two main types of change. That is a physical and a chemical. Who will tell me the meaning of what physical and chemical?
Physical is like
Mm-hmm. You are no more audible, Harshit. Yes, Harshit? Okay, anyone else? Hmm. So the alteration in the physical or chemical properties of a matter due to the effect of some kind of energy is called a change. Okay, we are here classifying the change, but only based on the two factors. That is due to the effect of some kind of energy. And is there any change in the matter of in the physical properties of matter or chemical properties of matter? So, like you said, sunset and blowing of air. Is there any physical or chemical change?
no, I think physical.
Flying of birds.
Ma'am,
Is there
physical.
any change, physical or chemical?
Physical change is there.
Ma'am, cooking. Ma'am, cooking is a chemical change, right?
Very good. Cooking is a chemical change. Flying of birds is a change.
Yes, ma'am.
What type?
Ma'am, it's physical change.
Physical change.
So the you mean change in position is the physical change, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sunset. We are telling sunset, but actually sun is not setting down. What is happening actually?
Ma'am, the earth is
Ma'am, due
revolving.
to
The earth is
rotation,
revolving around.
Yeah, Earth is rotating as well as revolving. So it is a change in the direction of we people, right? So that is also a physical change again. Chemical change, one of you told cooking of food. Okay. More chemical change. More chemical change. I hope no one of you is eating right now. Are you doing so?
No, ma'am.
Huh?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
ma'am,
So
what is
if any if I found you any one of you eating, I will refer that change as chemical or physical.
Ma'am, physical.
Why physical? Why physical? Clarify.
Ma'am, because um, we are moving.
We are moving means our mouth, our jaws are in motion. They are constantly moving up and down, right? That's why.
Yes.
Okay, great. Also, suppose you have a piece of a biscuit, that shape of biscuit got changed, the size of that biscuit got changed, it got reduced to half, the physical change. After you swallow that piece of biscuit, after then, what type of change?
Some chemical change.
Yes,
ma'am,
because
chemical change
we are
due to
chewing,
stomach acid?
because process of digestion actually begins from our mouth itself, and the saliva in our mouth helps the food to digest in the mouth only. It's very little digestion take place in the mouth. Further, when we swallow the food, it goes into a stomach. It goes to intestine, then stomach, and then in anus, etc. And all the nutrients get released to the blood through blood vessels and all, right? Through arteries and all. So further, it is accompanied with a chemical change. So it is also possible that any of the change means any of instant or activity can be accompanied with both type of changes, physical and chemical. Is it okay?
Yes.
Now you have to tell me an example. The changes may affect the size, color, shape, and state of a body. First of all, tell me the change in size. You have to just give real life example. Change.
Ma'am,
Hmm?
we are growing up.
Very good. Great.
And candle burning down.
Wait, hold on. Let us write down. We are growing up. Our body is growing. Okay, this type of change is physical or chemical?
Physical.
Very good. Next, you told
Mama, like the burning of a candle.
burning of candle.
I'm
This,
inhaling and exhaling. Does that count?
yeah, it will count. Burning of candle reduces the size of candle. This change is physical or chemical?
Physical.
Mom, that's chemical.
Mom, also physical.
Physical and chemical both. Okay, fine.
Mama, like yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next,
Ma'am,
in color.
crushing of a can.
Inhaling
Crushing of
and
a can.
exhaling of air.
Wait, please speak one by one. No? Let's give chance to others also. Yeah,
Ma'am, crushing of a can.
crushing of a can. Very good.
Mom, inhaling and exhaling air.
This is change in size.
I'm like
Crushing of a can is physical only. Okay. Inhaling, exhaling is a typo, is a change in the size.
Mom, like if we inhale, like the body will come like back, and if we exhale, the body will come front.
Okay, you can say that is a
And the
change in shape,
expansion
but
and
not in
contraction.
size. Means our, our body gets swallowed up little bit for the time period for when we have inhale, and when we exhale out, then it goes back. So this is a change in shape, not size.
Mama, mama, a black hole.
Change in the size of black hole is due to
Mom, sucking
Like,
up
sucking up of
things. I'm thinking so many things.
thing that
in the space.
is near to the black hole. It is eating it up. It is absorbing everything and nothing comes.
Ma'am.
Great,
Yes.
good. Now, please note down these examples. Very good examples you people have given. Okay, we'll write down later on. First, let's discuss example. Change in color.
Ma'am, putting iodine in a carbohydrate substance.
Putting
Putting iodine in a carbohydrate substance.
iron.
No, ma'am, a carbohydrate substance.
Putting what? What the word you
Ma'am,
use?
ma'am,
Iodine.
putting
Ma'am,
dilute iodine in a carbohydrate.
Dilute
Dilute
in
iodine.
solution.
listen, that's great. I means you are giving good examples. But let's come to first daily life example. We don't do that in a daily life.
Ma'am, like if we
Ma'am, like
person,
sunset,
uh,
the color will change.
slap a person hard enough, like his face will become red, right, ma'am?
Can you please repeat?
I'm like, if we slap a person as hard enough, his face will become red, right?
What a solid example strike your mind. Slapping a person. Okay. Well, that is true that it becomes red, but let's do not write it. Okay.
Sunset. Sunset, like the color changes to orange.
It changes in the sky. It is, although it is due to a phenomena called refraction of light, but yeah, fine, changes in color. More example. When suppose a stain of food I find on my cloth, and then I apply the soap over it. Did you notice the color change in that stain?
Yes, ma'am.
Turmeric spot was found on my cloth, okay, and I tried to remove it with the help of a soap. As at the instant you rub the soap over it, the color changes. Did you notice?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we can write food stain. More. Anything from the kitchen? Okay, let's come to change in shape. Have you ever seen your mothers or grandmothers making chapatis?
Yes, ma'am.
When they make chapatis, before that they have to, roll up dough and make it flattened, right? And this dough can be of clay also, with which you play.
Yes, ma'am. And crushing of a can also shape.
Hmm. Crushing of.
Can.
Hmm.
Crushing of can.
So I think this example is actually change in shape only. By mistake, I wrote it in size. Please
Yes,
include
ma'am.
example in change in shape only, okay? Dough and crushing of can. Next is a change of state. Means change
Ma'am,
from
melting of
liquid to
ice.
etc. Hmm?
Melting of ice.
Very good. Solid to liquid.
Boiling of water.
Okay, the change here is state the change as well. Which
Ma'am,
state?
Ma'am, liquid to
ma'am,
gas.
liquid to ice. Liquid to ice.
Mine
Sublimation.
is liquid to gas.
Boiling of water. Liquid
I'm
to
boiling of water, liquid to gas.
gas. Water vapor. Yeah.
Ma'am, freezing. Ma'am, freezing the water. Freezing the water. Liquid to solid.
Okay. Freezing, just I'm writing, you can freeze your any of the substance, like we make ice creams also, mango ice cream, banana ice cream, you can freeze anything to liquid to solid. Okay. Fine. Please note all these examples along with these points. So third point is almost everything in the surrounding undergoes some changes, and effect of force, heat, or reaction are the factor which make thing to undergo change. So, like you can say, if we are crushing a can, if we are rolling and flattening a piece of dough, we have to apply force by our hands, muscular force, isn't it? Burning of candle is by the effect of, because we have used a matchstick and it is due to temperature, heating up, and due to temperature, the wax keeps on melting, and somewhat of that gets evaporating. Melting of ice, boiling of water, freezing, all the effect of temperature are there. Temperature means you can say heat or cold, effect of heat or cold. Okay. Please note it down. Noted. Noted. Everyone. Sixth class, should I raise?
Ma'am, done.
Everyone, please respond. Should I clear the page?
Oh, 1 second.
Be quick.
I'm done.
Changes around us can be classified into two broad categories, reversible and irreversible. So the changes that can be reversed by reversing the action or changing the condition are referred to as reversible changes. For example, freezing of water. If we are freezing of water, it will convert into ice. When we take the ice out of the refrigerator, because of coming back onto the same temperature, it will feel heated up and that ice will melt and will get converted back to water. Rolling of a chapati from dough, not putting the chapati on the pan, just rolling for chapati from dough into a flattened circular form. We can again, make it into that same dough form, a ball type structure. Clear? Next change is irreversible. Suppose you lit a candle, you lit a matchstick. Can you get the matchstick after it gets fully used up?
No,
No,
ma'am.
no.
Once you have cooked the vegetable, when suppose I have made chili paneer, can I get all the vegetables in the raw form? Can I get my paneer back in the raw form and my spices in the raw form?
No, 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 no.
If iron has got rusted, iron and many of the metals, they get affected by the action of temperature, humidity, rain, heat temperature, etc. So they are get accompanied with rusting. That brown flaky substance over it gets accumulated. We cannot get the iron in the same form like it was earlier after it got rusted.
Ma'am, growing of size also.
Pardon?
Growing of size.
Growing of size, because we have grown up, we were, you can say, 1 meter in size at a time, and now we are 5 to 6 meter, not sorry, 5 feet, suppose. So the change is this, okay?
Ma'am, if we crack an egg and make an omelette, we would not be able to turn it into the normal form of the egg.
Very good example. Please note down the definition and these two changes that are written. The changes that cannot be reversed even after bringing about changes in the condition are referred to as irreversible changes. Note down fast. Done? Should I clear the page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm clearing the page. Fine. So here you have to identify the reversible and irreversible changes, okay? This is gonna be interesting. Suppose we are dissolving sugar in water. Can it be reversed?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We are dissolving sugar in water. How can you get sugar out of water again once it gets dissolved and mixed into the water?
Ma'am, distillation, ma'am.
Ma'am, fully dissolved or a normal
Fully
dissolved?
dissolved, sugar.
Means we can take
Distillation.
Distillation, ma'am.
By distillation.
evaporation.
Are you sure?
Distillation and evaporation both.
I'm
Evaporation.
telling you salt, I'm telling you sugar.
Yes, ma'am, we can do by evaporation and condensation.
Yes, ma'am.
Dear, by that method, okay. Suppose if I mix chalk powder into water, mix chalk powder into water, then
Ma'am, we can separate. Ma'am, we can separate because it's insoluble.
Sedimentation or filtration
filtration. Okay. If
or
I
sedimentation.
let's say, state few more examples.
Salt and water.
Salt and water is done already. If I mix milk into water, then can you separate?
No.
No, ma'am.
So
Ma'am,
we
there
can
is
say,
a process of separating milk and water, ma'am.
Hmm?
There's a process of separating milk and water.
tell me that.
Ma'am, I don't know the process name and how to do.
So
But
for dissolving,
But I saw it in Google, ma'am. We can separate milk and water.
okay. So we can, it will be identified on the basis of what substance we are adding. If we are adding sugar and water, that can be reversible. If we are adding any other liquid substance, let's say we have we have added Dettol, liquid Dettol into this water, or liquid hand wash into water. Can we separate?
No, no.
So it depends upon the things which are dissolving. Like it is shown, salt or sugar can be there, this white substance. It can be reversible as well. It can be irreversible as well. Okay. Next is solvent. Undissolved solution. Definitely it can be reversed back. Burning of wood is,
Ma'am, not reversible.
huh?
Irreversible.
Not irreversible.
Yeah, irreversible.
Irreversible.
Rust is,
Ma'am, irreversible.
Ma'am, reversible.
Irreversible.
rust is irreversible. Solution. Solution is formed out of mixing a solute and a solvent.
Yes, ma'am, not reversible. Irreversible.
Pardon?
Ma'am, irreversible.
Irreversible. Evaporation.
Ma'am, reversible.
Very good.
Reversible.
Condensing.
Reversible.
Ma'am, reversible.
Ma'am, reversible.
Mixing.
Ma'am,
Okay.
reversible.
What substances we are mixing together, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so it will be. Suppose we are mixing
Reversible.
the two different liquids of a dye, of a hair dye. Can we reverse that?
No,
Ma'am,
Okay, irreversible. Give a case of mixing. We have wheat flour and we have salt and we are mixing it. Now can
rice
we,
and wheat. Rice and wheat.
rice and wheat. Yeah, rice and wheat can be reversed.
no.
But if we are mixing salt into wheat flour or gram flour, then
Ma'am, irreversible.
irreversible. Crushing,
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Ma'am, irreversible.
reversible.
reversible. Crushing can be reversed back into the same shape.
No, ma'am.
Sieve, we use in the kitchen for sieving the wheat flour.
it's reversible.
Filtering,
Ma'am,
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 reversible.
ma'am, reversible.
okay. This is not clearly mentioned. Stirring.
Ma'am, depends on the.
Only mix two substances, right? Then stirring only means mixing.
Ma'am, it can be both. It's based on
Ma'am,
the.
both, ma'am.
Hmm.
Ma'am, both.
Cooking,
Ma'am,
Cooking,
irreversible.
Irreversible.
I'm irreversible.
reaction, mean chemical reaction only.
Ma'am, irreversible.
I'm irreversible.
Irreversible.
Insoluble and melting. Something, if it is soluble, it cannot be reversed.
Reversible.
No,
I'm reversible.
Insoluble, then is
reversible.
and if
Yes.
something has been melted, it can be converted back to the same form.
Yes, ma'am.
Reversible.
Ma'am, soluble substance can be reversible, reversible, right?
Yeah, depending upon, like evaporation is one of the process of separating water from salt.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Mhm. I hope you have written down the definition of reversible, irreversible substances.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm showing another PDF, PPT. Sorry. Is that visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's learn. Now the two types of changes are physical and chemical. So Bhavesh, please read it out.
And what?
Please read it out.
Physical change. It is the change that occurs without causing any change in the composition of the matter. Chemical change. It is the change in the chemical composition of the matter.
Okay.
Usually, these changes are reversible in nature. Chemical changes are often irreversible.
Yeah, please note that usually these changes are reversible. There are exceptional cases also where we will find that physical change cannot be reversed, like growing of height, growing up of a body. Okay. Next.
No new products is formed. These changes often lead to formation of new products. Physical change. These changes have no impact on the molecular composition of the substance. Chemical change. These changes have direct impact on the chemical bonds and molecular composition of the substance. Change. A few changes occur when cooling or heating is done. Chemical change. These changes involve absorption or release of energy. Physical change. For example, boiling of water, melting of ice, growing of height, etc. Chemical change. For example, cooking of rice, burning of matchsticks, etc.
Yeah. So I hope all the points are clear. Any doubt in any of the points?
Ma'am.
Okay. Like third point says, no new product is formed, and in chemical change, it leads to formation of new products. State one example of each of these.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of like these change involves absorption of or release of energy?
Either the energy is absorbed or the energy is released out. For say cooking of food, energy is absorbed. We are providing heat energy to the utensil and that is getting transferred to the food getting cooked. So heat is being absorbed. Now how release of energy? Burning of candle, burning of matchstick. So we are releasing energy. When we eat food and the nutrients get, spread into our body, we get energy and then we are able to do work. So that after eating food, we release energy.
Okay, ma'am.
Under which subject this chapter comes?
Under?
Which subject this chapter comes?
This is science class, dear.
Ma'am, does it come under physics?
Okay, okay, you mean that.
Yeah.
See, it can lie under physics and chemistry both because we are learning physical changes and chemical changes.
Uh,
Hmm. Note it down, please. Any other doubt?
no, ma'am.
Is it done? Sixth class, have you done? Sixth class,
Done, ma'am.
should I clear the page? Everyone, please respond.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Recapitulate quickly. Adyakshin. What do you mean by reversible change?
Yeah, reversible changes means are changes that can be reversed, ma'am.
I'm not asking with Harshit. For what you have written, Adyakshin, no ma'am. For what? When we cut onion. See, two types of changes are accompanied with cutting of onion because its size and shape are getting changed, so physical change, and we are getting tears, that is a chemical change. Fine? Okay. Why you are not unmuting your mic? Harshit, now tell irreversible change.
Ma'am, irreversible change,
Hmm.
changes that cannot be reversed.
Very simple. Any other point?
Ma'am?
Any other point? Any other point? I think some issue with the network, I guess. You're not audible. Okay, Dakshin, but please try to rectify, okay? So as the time is over, we'll meet in the next class. Till the time, please do revise whatever we have, discussed today, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, students, bye-bye. See you soon.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day.